All right, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I trained legs today, so it reminded me I needed to cover this Ken Waller leg routine. It's actually two Ken Waller leg workouts. This video is going to be shorter because I've already did the bio video on Ken Walker when I covered his 20-inch arm routine. So go check that out. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll put the link in the description. But this video basically is aimed at people who've had trouble putting mass on their legs. It's his stubborn thigh routine, people who have skinny thighs. Now, as I've said before, my legs have always lagged behind my upper body, and I didn't really start seeing the results I wanted until I lowered the weight and upped the volume. I did a video on Arnold's thigh terrorizer routine, and Ken Waller's workouts here are a bit similar to that in terms of going much higher rep. I'll get into those in a second, but the idea is still the same: to lower the weight, up the reps, up the volume. I got some heat from some people when I posted the Arnold thigh terrorizer routine, saying it was too much volume. I totally disagree. I believe the legs can take more reps, more punishment. And for myself, that's really the only way I've gotten them to respond, because I haven't really seen the results I was wanting when I would go lower rep, higher weight. So let's get into these workouts. As I said, it's going to be very brief. First of all, I'm going to discuss his program for stubborn thighs. And this one is going to be comprised of 3 exercises. Your first exercise is going to be the barbell squat. You're going to do 5 sets, and the rep scheme is going to be 12, 10, 8, 6, 5. Now, this one allows you to progress up in weight. So you've got a bit more diversity here with this routine versus the second one I'm going to talk about. After you do your squats, you're going to go to leg press, 3 sets, 12 reps. And then finally, the last exercise is leg curls, which is going to be 4 sets, 12 reps. Now, he recommended this if you have stubborn thighs and trouble growing them. This is more about adding size than the shape. I gave this a 4 out of 5. I liked it. I would say, though, that I did add in some leg extensions, and since I train calves on the same day, I would add in some calf work. But he advises to hit legs at least twice a week if you're going for just to put mass on them. And this brings me to the next workout, which he directed this toward guys with skinny thighs. And again, he recommends you hit thighs only twice a week to give them that added day of rest so that you could get the most growth out of them. But this is fairly straightforward. It's only comprised of 2 exercises. First, your barbell squat, 8 sets of 12 reps. This was very taxing, very challenging, because unlike the Arnold thigh terrorizer routine, where you're doing the parallel bench squat, where you're just going down, touching the bench and coming up. This one, you're doing 8 sets of full squats, 12 reps each. So this one was really a butt kicker. This workout was actually more challenging to me than the one he suggested for stubborn thighs. And I was actually more taxed on this one, whereas the first one, you had a bit more diversity and it allowed you to go heavier. Um, then finally you finish with leg curls, 5 sets, 15 reps. Um, I gave it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Again, we are talking about these workouts if you want to add strictly size to your legs. And this is really what I'm going for at this point. I'm trying to add more mass to my legs because they need to be brought up to be in sync with the upper body and everything. And it's something that has been more challenging for me because the upper body for me is, the mass has came much easier. But there you go. Those are two straightforward, simple leg workouts. Now, as with the first routine I covered, I would advise throwing in maybe some leg extensions and then something for calves too, if you don't train calves, on another day or separately. But I gave it 3.75 out of 5 stars. Overall, two good, straightforward routines in my opinion. It keeps things simple. Hit these twice a week. Give them a try, and see if you could get your legs to grow on these.